Some stories are so terrifying, they stay with you long after you've heard them. Tonight's tale is one of those, pulled from the depths of Reddit, where real people share their most chilling encounters. This is a supposedly true story, written by BuBBleBuss, and it's called The Stalker. Spring break was supposed to be fun. I was 16 and my friends, let's call them Evan and Jake, thought it'd be cool to rent a hotel room for the night. Nothing fancy, just a cheap place to crash and make some memories. From the moment we checked in, something felt off. The whole place had this weird, musty smell, like damp carpet and something rotten just beneath the surface. But we brushed it off. We were there to have fun. By 3 p.m, we decided to hit the pool. It was outside, detached from the main building. As we walked toward the entrance, I noticed a man standing near the doorway. He was tall, at least 6 feet 3 inches, and dressed entirely in black, a hood pulled low over his face. He wasn't moving, wasn't saying anything, just standing there, staring. A chill ran down my spine, but I didn't say anything. I didn't want to sound paranoid. We swam for a few hours, trying to enjoy ourselves. But then I saw him again, the same man. This time he was sitting in a chair by the pool, his hood still obscuring his face. He wasn't watching us outright, but I could feel his presence like a weight pressing down on me. I cleared my throat, trying to sound casual. Can I help you, sir? No response. He just sat there. Something about him made my skin crawl, so I tried to shake it off. I dipped my face underwater for a moment, just to clear my head, but when I opened my eyes, I nearly drowned in terror. At the bottom of the pool, there was another figure, dressed all in black, motionless, staring up at me. I thrashed to the surface, screaming. My friends jumped, startled, but when I turned back, there was nothing. The chair by the pool was empty. The water was clear. No shadowy figure beneath the surface. Jake and Evan laughed it off, calling me paranoid, but I know what I saw. I didn't feel like swimming anymore, so I told them I was going to grab dinner. At the restaurant, I finally started to calm down until I saw him again, sitting across the dining room, motionless, his hood still covering his face. He was staring at me. That was it. I snapped. I pushed back my chair and stormed over, ready to confront him. But the moment I got close, he was gone, just vanished into the crowd. That night, I told my friends we should check out early and leave in the morning. They weren't happy about it, but I didn't care. Something was wrong, and I didn't want to stick around to find out what. By 10:30 p.m, we were all asleep. Then I woke up. There was a noise, a shuffling sound at the foot of my bed. My heart pounded as I squinted through the darkness. A shadow loomed there, tall and unmoving. I forced myself to breathe. It's just my hat, I told myself. I left it there before bed. I closed my eyes, forcing myself to sleep. But then, 30 minutes later, another noise, this time closer. My throat was dry, so I reached under my bed for my water bottle. My fingers brushed against something soft. Fabric. My hat. I froze. My hat had been at the foot of my bed. I had seen it there. So what was that shadow? Before I could react, a breath of hot air hit my ear, and a deep, rasping voice whispered, "You're a bitch." I screamed, kicking backward against the bed frame as two dark figures emerged from the shadows, dressed in black, hooded. They grabbed me before I could fight back. One clamped a hand over my mouth as I thrashed, but they were too strong. I felt myself being dragged out of the room, down the hallway, the dim hotel lights flickering overhead. Then, darkness. When I woke up, I was in a hospital bed. My body ached. A nurse was hovering over me, and I realized I was strapped to a stretcher. I had been stabbed. Then, darkness. The doctors told me someone had found me just in time. But the men in black, the ones who attacked me, they had vanished. No security footage, no witnesses, just gone. To this day, I sleep with a nightlight, because I know somewhere out there, they're still watching, waiting. Some nightmares end when you wake up, but others stay with you forever. What do you think really happened that night? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy true horror, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because there are plenty more terrifying stories to come. Sleep tight, if you can.